Good morning, Michael here, and today we're looking again at Psalms 11, focusing on verse 2 and 3. And it does remind me of a few months ago when the church had fastidiously and constantly and fervently prayed that a certain individual would have won an election. And literally, like a thief in the night, they found that that was not the case. And it really left them in a disheveled position. But when you serve God, there's nowhere else to go. You just have to stay on your knees and see God have His way. Let's look at the chapter of 11 Psalm, and of course focus on verse 2 and 3. Verse 1. In the Lord put I my trust. How say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountains? Verse 2. For lo, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrows upon the string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart. Verse 3. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? Then 4 to the end. The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of man. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteous Lord loveth righteousness, its countenance doth behold the upright. And as we look at the commentary, verse 2, how forcibly the case is put. The bow is bent, the arrow is fitted to the string. Flee, flee, thou defenseless bird, thy safety lies in flight. Begone, for thine enemies shall send their shafts into thy heart. Haste, haste, for soon wilt thou be destroyed. David seems to have felt the force of the advice, for it came home to his soul. But yet he would not yield, but would rather dare the danger than exhibit a distrust in the Lord his God. Doubtless the perils which encompassed David were great and imminent. It was quite true that his enemies were ready to shoot privily at him. And on verse 3, Spurgeon writes, it was equally correct that the very foundations of law and justice were destroyed under Saul's unrighteous government. For what were all these things to the man whose trust was in God alone? He could brave the dangers, could escape the enemies, and defy the injustice which surrounded him. His answer to the question, what can the righteous do, would be the counter question, what cannot they do? When prayer engages God on our side, and when faith secures the fulfillment of the promise, what cause can there be for flight, however cruel and mighty are our enemies? With a sling and a stone, David had smitten a giant before whom the whole host of Israel were trembling. And the Lord, who delivered him from the uncircumcised Philistine, could surely deliver him from King Saul and his myriads. There is no such word as impossibility in the language of faith. That martial grace knows how to fight and conquer, but she knows not how to flee. Yes, this walk of faith, sometimes everything is against you. The rules, the laws, they're changed to facilitate unrighteousness and corruptness, and to nullify and to censor those who would speak morality and truth and would intercede to their God, Jehovah, Jesus, our Lord. Well, trust you enjoyed the reading of these. Psalms 11 with focus on verse 2 and 3. This is Michael here, declaring against Jesus is Lord. Until next time, hold the faith.